Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Discord Brats. I am your host, Chris, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Red, on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon.
What's up, everyone? Today, we don't really have a topic.
You know, that's the thing that I hate is just like I hate winging things, and Red here is trying to break me out of that habit. I'm a type of person that needs a plan, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are just like me.
Well, why don't we talk about that?
I mean, we could talk about that, but also, let's talk about it. Why does it matter if I need to have a plan or not? Like you're like, I'm just gonna break that out of you. No, I need a set plan. I need to know what is going on. I am not that type of person to just play shit by ear. I need a set schedule. I went to Georgia with one of my friends, and we literally came up with a schedule down to the time of when things were gonna get done to get them done. I am not. I don't know how anybody does anything otherwise.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you have a plan all the time and it goes wrong and you're not used to winging it, what are you going to do when the plan goes south? Completely south, and nothing is going according to your plan.
Well, if nothing's gonna
That's
go
wh-
according,
that's when you have to wing it. That's when you have to just say fuck it, chuck it in the fuck it bucket, and go for it. Just go balls deep. My motto: balls deep or no deep. If you're not going balls deep, then what are you doing?
if something does not go according to plan, then you just go to the next thing that was on your plan list and you just rewrite the schedule and then hope that it, goes better.
No, just say you chuck it in the fuck it bucket and just go for it. You don't have to have a set plan all the time.
No, yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Because I'm gonna tell you why you need to have a set plan.
Right? Tell me why you need to have a
What
set
if there's
plan.
what if there's nothing to wing it off of? Like you're literally like somewhere out in place that's new. You don't know what the hell, you don't know what you have, like a whole thing, like you do your research before. You only do your research for the things that you can do because you make sure. That's why things shouldn't go wrong if you double and triple and quadruple check everything. You don't just say, okay, here's the plan, we're gonna do this and that one time. No, you go over it, you make sure there's a foolproof plan, and then you just go with it.
Uh-huh. And that completely worked on my move out here, didn't it?
Listen,
How often did we have to just chuck it in the fuck it bucket and wing it? Do things last minute, last second, figuring out as we go. In life, there is always moments where your plans never work, but there will never be a moment where you're not able to wing it.
no, I refuse to be right. I mean, I refuse to
No,
be
I
wrong.
I
I
have
refuse
an
to be wrong.
idea. I
Oh, you
have
have
an
an idea.
idea.
Oh God.
We're
Oh,
going
that's
to
an
be
idea, guys.
making a Twitter account for the podcast. So why don't we put up a poll? And as our podcast grows, as we grow, let's find out who agrees with me and who agrees with you. Are you a wing it kind of person or are you a balls deep kind of person? Fuck, that's the same thing. Fuck. All right, it is 1 in the morning. I've not finished my cup of coffee yet. We're gonna put up a poll that will stay up consistently throughout the entire thing, so we can see just what percentage our viewers are versus a planner and a winger.
A planner and a winger. Got
Hmm.
it. Okay. So here's the deal. Anybody that goes by my side, I'll give you personally $5.
You're a broco. You're like me. You a broco. You
I
can't
never
do
said
that
when
shit.
I would give that $5 though. You forget that I'm a brat. Is squeeze me?
Yeah, but you see, what if we get over 1,000 people? How are you gonna give 1,000 people $5?
I literally just said that it doesn't. I never said when I was gonna give it. So there's
Well,
no set
promise
when.
something you're not gonna do. That's false advertising.
No, it's not. It's not. It's false advertising if I say, "Hey, I promise by next week I will give everybody $5." I just said, "Hey, I'll give you guys $5 if you take my side." I never said when. So technically, it is indefinitely that you will get that $5. Who knows? They'll forget about it by the time that actually comes up again. Nobody's gonna remember that. It's $5.
People are petty. It's $5. People are broke hoes like me. It's $5. That's a lot of money for a broke hoe.
$5 is a lot of money for me
Now,
too.
if you stick to my side, you'll just
Uh,
know you're right.
no, you're not right. I refuse to be wrong. No matter how right you may prove me, I refuse
Watch,
to be wrong.
watch. We're gonna do better this episode than the last episode.
You're really trying to prove a woman wrong right now, Red? Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely trying to prove you wrong because winging it being instinctual versus planned is so much better. You
Okay, but
live
you
life
need something every
much
time.
better. No, you don't need something every time. We're doing great
Exactly.
without having something every time.
No, you can't just wing it every single time. You need to have a plan most of the time, is what I'm saying.
How do you think I've lived my life, baby?
You know what? I'm done with this conversation. Join us next week. No, I'm joking. Like, I'm not. I refuse to be wrong. I'm just saying this right now, Red. Don't try to argue with a woman. Like, we've had plenty of these talks before. You just can't win.
I will definitely win this time,
No, you will
and you
not.
can't prove that.
No, you will not. You will not win. There's no way.
We'll see. We'll see.
Mhm.
When the poll happens, we will see who's right.
You know what you know what you can plan. You know what you have to plan. You have to plan parties. You have to plan weddings. You have to plan, like, I don't know, like the freaking meetings and stuff. Those all
Have
take
you
some sort of
not
planned.
heard of a shotgun wedding? Shotgun meeting. Those are unplanned,
Okay, no, a shotgun.
spontaneous events.
It's still planned, whether it's winged or not. It's still planned. But like, hey, we're gonna get married today. Like, and shotgun wedding is when a girl gets pregnant and they decide and they have to marry the father. That's a shotgun wedding.
Exactly. That was not planned. And now they're going for it. They're going balls deep. You got to go balls deep or no deep. And if you're not, well, sucks to be you.
You still need to plan a date. You still need to plan a time,
No.
whether it's in that moment or at a later date. It still has to be planned. Hey, we're gonna go to the courts on Monday at 9 p.m. It is a planned thing. And that I am right about, and you can't prove me wrong.
That's fine. You win this time. You win this
Exactly.
time.
Don't even try. Guys, to the guys listening to this episode, don't ever try to prove a woman wrong. You will lose instantly. And if you don't lose instantly, just know that you will lose. Take it from Red.
Yeah, apparently I lost my own argument.
Yeah, you did.
This is what happens when I don't drink enough coffee.
Oh, you're saying coffee. You're saying coffee weird again. Guys, I'm going to keep tabs. Because apparently Red has been picking up my New York accent. I've got him to say coffee the way that I say it, and I think it's adorable. I absolutely love it. I'm just apparently I say garbage bag weird. How do I
Is
say garbage
she?
bags?
You normally say garbage bag or something along the lines
Garbage,
of that bit, that random bullshit.
garbage, garbage
Yeah,
bag.
you say last time you said it in a very weird way, and I did not know how to feel about that. Like
What
honestly,
can you say sauce for me?
boss, I'm not saying it the way you do.
What about water?
Water,
Water.
fuck off. All
Wait,
right, so
that's two words.
let's talk about you, Chris.
Me?
Have you lived in New York your entire life?
I have. Born and raised, sadly.
So what is that like? We have two people from different perspectives, completely different worlds. Because I grew up moving around near monthly, and you grew up
In one
just
spot.
in one spot, consistent.
Boring. Just boring, one consistent spot. Yeah. Staten Island's pretty fucking boring. Like, if anybody asks, like, oh, what do you do in Staten Island? Go to Jersey. It's literally, what's there to do in Staten Island? Go to Jersey. There's literally nothing to do here. We have 3 bridges connecting into Jersey. You have three different types of way you can get off this fucking island. If anybody says, "Oh, why don't you just go to Brooklyn?" What the fuck is there to do in Brooklyn? I don't know Brooklyn. I don't hang out in Brooklyn. The only time I ever go to Brooklyn is for the pizza. But if you want to go and hang out, where are we going? We're going to Jersey. Because Six Flags is there. You got Seaside. You got better bowling alleys. Because Staten Island, fun fact, only has one bowling alley on the entire island. Pretty fucking boring. And if you want to try and avoid people, that is not the place that you go because everybody goes there. People are assholes. They don't know how to drive, and the traffic is just absolutely horrendous. I'm tired of
I'm,
it.
I mean, where on the East Coast is there good traffic?
Um, Beats the shit out of me. The only place I've been where there's actually a lot of traffic that was actually worse than New York was Atlanta in Georgia. That's like the worst traffic I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, the traffic here is pretty bad. First day getting in a car, we had people nearly ramming into us.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
No, honestly, I don't think you can compare Pennsylvania traffic to California traffic.
You have a point. California is its own. category.
California's traffic, I honestly think is like the worst in the country. From what I've heard. California traffic, you wait there for like 20 minutes and you don't even move. It's,
Sometimes it really do be like that in Sacramento.
so you said that you've been to New York before, right? Have
I
you
have.
lived here or you were just visiting?
I visited.
How bad would you say that the traffic in New York is compared to California?
California can be worse. 100% California can be worse. In New York, you can still get to everywhere you need to via public transportation and walking, right?
Right.
With California buses, it's a 50-50 chance where you can get to where you need to via walking and public transportation.
Damn.
The surefire way to do that, to get to where you need to, is Uber, Lyft. Actually, scratch those two because traffic can be a bitch. It's actually the rentable electric scooters or electric bikes that get you where you need to go in a more timely manner.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you using one to go to that axe
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm. That the raid room. Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
use that so I could get to where I needed to in a timely manner.
You know, we don't have those over here. Well, we do, but you're more than likely to get hit by a car. There's so many like every time like almost every day on the news I always seeing somebody like get hit like on those like electric scooters or like the little moped things. Somebody's
Mm-hmm.
always getting hit because I swear to God, the cab drivers here, they don't have a license with the way that they drive. I've almost got rammed like so many times while I was at a red light. Like they just don't pay attention. I was at a red light and I heard like a screeching noise and there was like a cabbie behind me like screeching to a stop and like they almost like rammed me from the back because he wasn't paying attention. And the same thing happened again. Like they'll literally be all the way in the left lane and there'll be somebody like all the way over to the right because they have huge like one-way streets here and
Mm-hmm.
he'll swerve across the entire fucking street just to get to somebody for like a fare and like he'll cut everybody off. He'll cause like 5 accidents. He does not give a shit. Like the cabbies do not know how to drive. It is the most annoying thing.
But you gotta admit, they do get you to where you need to be pretty quick.
No, they don't actually. I took a cab for the first
Really?
time. I actually took a yellow cab for the first time in my 23 years of being alive and living in New York. Um
Really? When
yeah,
I
last year.
when I went to New York to go play on Carnegie Hall, we took a cab to get to somewhere, and on the GPS it said 45 minutes. We got there in 15.
There's no way.
No, we did. I don't know what the guy did, but
We probably took like some back roads or something, but the cab that I got
probably
into, I was late for work and the bus just
I
was not coming. And I
I
was like,
got
hey,
it.
you need to get me like 3 blocks down. Like, I need to go. And he was driving so fucking slow. I'm like, bro, you need to speed up. And he's like, oh, the speed limit. I was like, I will pay for your ticket. Give me your phone number. I need to get to work. He did not give two shits. He was not having my shit. I was like,
The guy we did, our mom, because I was still a minor at that time. My mom literally said, we're not taking cabs anymore for the entire trip because he went like on the main streets. He just zoomed. He did not care about the speed limit. It was terrifying.
I don't understand. Why can't I get a cabbie like that? Like these
Like,
Ubers I get into, they drive like freaking grandmas.
yeah, you still can't top my last lift ride.
The last
That's
Lyft
a
ride.
yeah, that's a tongue twister. Apparently, remember the Tesla?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, uh,
Yeah, this dude got lucky with a lift and he got freaking picked up in a Tesla
yeah.
Model
I
3. I was
got
so
picked up
jealous.
in a Tesla. I was like, what the fuck? It was
Bro,
pretty
how you own
fucking
a
cool.
Tesla and you still work for Lyft? How are you a
Yeah,
cabbie and have a Tesla? How to make it make sense? Like,
I couldn't make it make sense. He was a cool guy though. He was like a really cool guy.
I would have been asking him to pull over to play Mario Kart on the freaking steering wheel, honestly.
You
Like that's some shit that I would do. Like the
want to
only
know
cabs that I
what
get
I
was like the
learned about
shitty
this
broken
guy?
down ones.
He turned being a Lyft driver into his main job. That
I
was his
mean,
that was his steady pay. He was getting like 80 hours worth of work
damn.
driving a Tesla. Imagine how good of a driver he is at this point.
No, but just because of the fact that you're picking people up in a Tesla, imagine how much he gets in tips.
Exactly.
I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I mean, GG's, dude, but like,
Yeah,
gee.
GG's.
Uh-uh.
Just because of the Tesla and how smooth the ride was, I wanted to tip him heavy. But I'm a broco. I've been a broco.
Soon you're not going to be a broco, though. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to be a broco no more. But this little a-hole ride gets picked up in Tesla Model 3s, and I get rickety old freaking Uber
Grandmas.
lifts and like cabbies to pick me up where like it's like the car makes one wrong turn and like you feel like your life is gonna end. I wish I was joking.
Like I said, we are just two people from two different worlds.
Well, East Coast is still better.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Oh, so you want to start another one on that? You want to try and prove me wrong on that too? You gonna lose this argument?
I mean, the Midwest is pretty fucking good. Colorado's pretty fucking good.
Ooh, free weed.
No, Colorado doesn't have free weed as far as I'm aware.
There's so
No,
this
nowhere has free weed anyway.
okay, but listen, like you said before, it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, my brain no work, my brain no function. I finished my coffee and I still need more.
Well, what you should have done is had a pot of coffee
What you're saying is instead of the coffee, what I should have done was get an espresso machine, make myself a double espresso shot, then make
with
myself
Death
a
Wish
cup of
coffee.
coffee. Sure. With my what is it? My regular coffee, but instead of using water to brew the both of them, I should use Monster Energy.
Yes, but you should use coffee to brew the coffee because if you do an energy drink, you might fuck up your machine.
No, I'll just get like a crappy machine just like specifically for that. I think I'll be able to start like hearing colors.
I mean,
I'll be up for
we're
like
gonna
5 days.
we're gonna be meeting up again pretty soon. So why don't we both try that and just see what happens?
I have a feeling the both of us are gonna throw up if we try that.
Who cares? Content, bitch. Content.
Content. You know what? I think that we're gonna. I think I see a very soon drunk episode coming up in the future.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. Because I think that like spilling out information and shit, like while we're just kind of like going with the flow, like whatever, like that would be pretty fun.
That's in that is winging it, bitch.
No, but we'll have a topic to talk about.
No, we won't.
Like we could talk about like our most funniest drunk memories. Wow, a topic.
Fuck your topics.
I mean,
Fuck your topics and fuck your cows.
and fuck my what?
This is why
Did you just say fuck your cows?
I did.
What are you, our friends? I'm gonna fuck your dog.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's like the most out of context shit you could think of. That's what just happened.
That is definitely what just happened.
Oh my god. Um, but speaking of out of context, right? We have a uh little out of context chat thing, and
Yeah, we have a little out of context chat, and some of the stuff in it is hilarious. One is, bitch, it's 2020. You coming with the raccoons? Bitch, I'll fuck your dog. Rent a dildo.
that
Boomer
was me.
remover. The most intimate thing we would do is either cuddle or burn bodies. But which one is more intimate? Now, that was a conversation between me and my good friend Ravina. But we were just talking, and I jokingly said how the most intimate thing she and I would do is cuddle or burn bodies. And at the same time, we both think, which one is more intimate though?
Why not both?
Why not both?
But like the whole out of context thing is like from like all of our friends. It's just like whenever we're having a conversation, it's like the most random shit, like the funniest shit. We just kind of have it like in that little out of context thing. And like I can tell you the story behind the rented dildo, actually, if you want to hear
Ooh,
about
do
it.
tell, do tell. I did not know what that is about. Please enlighten me.
So my friend, so like one of our friends, right? I keep making these jokes about me coming to clap his cheeks. So he was like, "Oh, well, you don't have anything to clap my cheeks with, some shit like that." And I was like, "Oh, I can just get like a dildo." He's like, "You don't have a dildo." So I was like, "What are you talking about? I can go to like there's a sex shop that's like 10 minutes from me. I could just go get like the biggest freaking monster dildo that I could find." He's like, "Oh, you're gonna buy it?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna rent it. It's rent a dildo. Didn't you hear about that?" And then the raccoons, I also told him that, we were talking about like we were talking about like asshole stretching and stuff. So I was like, yeah, did you know that the human asshole could fit up to 2 raccoons inside of them? So that's why and then he just randomly asked me, he goes, "So you're coming with the raccoons?" So yes, when I see him, I will be coming with the raccoons. I will be coming with 2 raccoons and I'm gonna peg
Mm,
him with them.
Chris, you better hope your dad doesn't hear the podcast because he's gonna take your car away because whores don't get cars.
Listen, I'm a whore and I have 2 cars, so I must be doing something right.
Whores don't get cars.
I mean, you're a whore, you got a car, but the first night you couldn't drive it.
I'm an unsuccessful whore.
I'm successful whore. Oh my god, nah, you can't tell me I'm a whore. I have 2 fucking cars, bitch. Don't even try that on me.
I want to know the context to that whole scene. Chris here showed me a clip of someone talking about how they started having sex, and
I can actually tell you right now.
at the end, this father stands up and goes, "You're a whore.
Whores
Whores
don't.
don't get cars," and that was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I could actually give you like a quick, like a 5 second thing. It's
Ooh, please
actually
do.
so the girl with the blonde hair that was like talking about getting like pegged with a fucking strap on, right? She and her father told her that he would get her a car if she did like this Christian, because like her family's like really religious. He's like, "Oh, you have to do like the born again Christian thing, like which reminds me of like a fucking cult or some shit." She's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'll go to like this purity party or whatever, and like all this other stuff. And like in order for you to be forgiven by God, you have to confess to your deepest, darkest sins." So while she's at, like the purity event with her father, it was like all the daughters with their dads. He promised her, he's like, "I'll get you a car if you do this with me." And then that's when she was like, "Oh, well, we had like a big black strap-on dildo in the shower, soaping each other up." And the father got so disgusted and stood up and looked at her, "You whore! Whores don't get cars!" And he decided he wasn't gonna get her a car because she's a whore.
That is, it's still hilarious every time I think of it.
Like you can literally like go on YouTube and just look up "whores don't get cars" and like the video will pop up. It's funny as hell.
It is honestly hilarious
It's
because it starts out slightly innocent in a way. Damn, I'm fucked up if I think oral sex is innocent.
damn. I just realized
Damn,
that.
oral sex is innocent. Oof.
Oh my, you know what? The more that you think of, like, the more that I think about it, like, it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It actually is. Like, where is this going? I love the fact that like we went from talking about not planning shit, now we're just talking about like sex.
Yeah.
This
Now we're just
episode's
talking
all over
about
the place.
sex.
This episode's all
Now,
over the place.
now I have a question for you, Chris.
Okay, what is up, Brad?
Are you a cannibal?
Yes, I've had boneless children before.
Exactly. Yes, you are a cannibal. If anybody
I knew exactly
eats
where that was going.
boneless children, if you don't know what boneless children is,
You're too
you're
young to be
probably
listening
too
to this.
young. You're probably way too young to be listening. But if you understand the boneless children, let's think about that. Why do we eat our children? Why do we eat the boneless children?
One of them 2 a.m. conversations, huh?
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh my god.
There's another poll we can do. Do you eat boneless children or do you not eat boneless children?
Do you spit them
Because
out or do you swallow them?
spitters are quitters. Are you a quitter?
No, not all the time. Spitters aren't quitters all the time.
I mean, you're right. If it's really sour, sometimes you gotta spit it out.
Some dudes really be tasting really nasty though.
Yeah, some dudes really do be tasting real nasty.
That
They'd be
actually
tasting
reminds me.
stanky.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of this TikTok that I saw. This woman was like, I'm so tired of men asking me why I don't want to have kids and why I don't have kids, blah, blah, blah. You know, like going off. She's like, ask me again. She's like, this dude's gonna ask me again why I don't have kids, and I'm gonna tell him because I fucking swallowed them. I was dead. I was like, no
That's
fucking way.
you.
Did you
That's
see
you,
that?
bitch. That is you.
You see what-
Yeah, you don't have kids because you swallow them.
I mean, indubitably, but listen, this can go a number of this can go a way number of different ways, but I think we should drop the mic, and I think we should actually pick this conversation up next week, because I do have actually a lot to say about that, but we are hitting a half-hour mark at this moment. With that, I just want to thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next Saturday at 12 p.m. You can join us on Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, and any Alexa device that you have. We will be on Apple Music soon. Make sure you are hitting that follow button or that subscribe button to stay updated on a new episode comes out. And you can also follow us on Instagram for updates. My handle is CSEV97 and Red is Redmoonsystem. We are the Discord Brats. Until next Saturday, peace out.
Yeah.